What's up, guys? It's Andrew Santowski. I'm doing UFC Fight Night, Hall vs. Strickland, also known as UFC on ESPN 28. Predictions and bets for this card takes place today, Saturday, July 31st, 2021. First fight starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. So this card, it's gone through numerous fight cancellations and, 2 fights canceled on the weigh-ins, which is becoming more normal. It is becoming quite a normalcy as time goes on. The Trevin Jones Ronnie Lawrence fight got scrapped, and then the Nico Montano fight got scrapped too. And here she is fighting at bantamweight, and she can't even make bantamweight anymore. So I think the UFC should just put her in a featherweight fight, man. I think releasing her, I think she might want to be released. So just keep her under contract. If that's, it's just ridiculous, man. You want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but man, she just, people want to bet on her. People want to, believe in her, but she can't even make it to the fight, But enough about that. We'll start with the first fight of the night. We have Uriah Hall against Philip Rowe. And this fight's very interesting for the fact that Philip Rowe is just a huge welterweight, 80-inch reach for welterweight. Going up against Uriah Hall, 71-inch reach, team at alpha male. Kos is from the Contender Series. I don't think he's fought actually in the UFC yet. Just on the Contender Series, beat Matt Dixon. But Philip Rowe, man, I thought he looked really good against Gabriel Green his last fight in the UFC. That was a really close fight. I did think Green won the fight, but man, Philip Rowe showed a lot of heart in that fight. And I'm going to pick Rowe by decision here. He missed weight by 2.5 pounds. But I'm going to go with Rowe here, man. Like I said, that not cutting that extra weight might help him here, Ryan Benoit against Zaruk Adashev, and Adashev, yeah, he's 3-3. He did show some heart his last fight. He lost to Su Mudarai. Got destroyed by Tyson Nam in his UFC debut that he took on short notice. He's got a little bit of a reach disadvantage. Ryan Benoit, he's been in the UFC, I want to say, since at least like 2013. Man, the guy's just been around forever. Yeah, since 2013, he's not very active. I'm going to pick him here. He did make weight. He's had some weight issues before, but I'm going to go with Benoit by decision, man. But, I wouldn't really be surprised to see Adashev win. Really don't think either of these guys are UFC talent. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the loser's going to be leaving town here. Ashley Yoder against Jinyu Frey. Ashley Yoder's a grappler. Jinyu Frey is more of a striker, but I think she does have a little bit of grappling. I'm going to go with Frey by decision here, man. She is, we don't have bookmakers odds, but, Ashley Yoder is a minus 150 or a minus 145 favorite on 5 dimes here. But yeah, I don't know really how you could back her at a favorite price here. Bookmaker odds right here, we have Ashley Yoder as a minus 175, which is pretty crazy. Won't be touching that. Won't be touching any of that, especially low-level fights like that. But my pick's going to be Jinyu Frey by decision. I'll take the dog. Danny Chavez against Kai Kamaka. Looking forward to this fight. Kai Kamaka took the fight on short notice. I have Danny Chavez by decision here, man. I think this is going to be a really close fight. It's a pick-em fight. Like I said, minus 120 towards Kamaka, minus 110 for Chavez. A lot of money's coming on Chavez earlier in the week. I'm going to take Chavez here by decision, man, but it's going to be a close fight. Won't be surprised either way. Chris Grutzmacher against Rafa Garcia. Rafa Garcia is probably the most popular pick this week. I've noticed amongst people. He's coming off a loss, showed a lot of heart against Nasrat. And, he's a tough Mexican fighter, man. And, I think he's training with Trevor Whitman and stuff. I'm not really sure. But, he's going up against Chris Grutzmacher, who's been very inactive in the UFC. But I mean, would you really be surprised to see Grutzmacher come out here and win or anything like that? I mean, I think there's just too much money being put on Rafa Garcia here. I mean, my pick's gonna be Garcia by decision, but I don't have any confidence in either of these guys, man. You know, I wouldn't be putting my money on it. I'll tell you that. Fight I'm really looking forward to: Colin Anglin against Melsick. Baghdad Asarian. I'm actually gonna go with Melsick here, man. My pick was originally on Anglin. This Melsick kid, man, he might be a nice contender to watch here. He might be a nice contender to watch here coming up as featherweight. He trains out of Glendale Fight Club, which I guess can be alarming to some people, just because you know, we've seen what has happened with the Rouseys and Edmund Shabazian. You know, they have weaknesses. They have weaknesses in their grappling. You know, and Colin Anglin might be able to exploit it here. Colin Anglin's, I think he's training with Team Elevation, so that's going to help him out. He might have the better cardio. I'm going to say Melsick wins a decision. You know, sprawls and brawls his way to a decision. But great fight. Really looking forward to this, man. Brian Barberina, because Jason Witt kicks off the main card. Brian Barberina has gone through a lot of health stuff lately. He's an action fighter, man. And Jason Witt, not big believer on him, even though Brian Barberina's had a bunch of health scares. I'm still gonna side with Brian Barberina here. I just don't think Jason Witt is UFC talent. So I'm gonna say Brian Barberina by TKO in the second. Nicholas Stolze against Jared Gooden. Jared Gooden took the fight on like 3 days' notice, made weight, looked good, man. He definitely needs a win here. He's 0-2 in the UFC. Going up against Nicholas Stolze, man, who actually had picked as an underdog against Munir Lazez. I think this is going to be a great fight, man. I think Stolze can win this fight. He's got to stay out of Gooden's power. But I think Stolze, you know, he showed a lot of heart against Ramzi Aviv. In his last July. So he hasn't fought in about a year. You know, if he's still training with Planet Eater, you know, those guys fight. You know, I remember Peter Sabota, he fought like once a year, if that, you know, in his prime. But so I'm gonna take Stolze here by decision, man. But man, Gooden's fighting for his UFC career right here, man. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Gooden clips him and can possibly hurt him and put him out. But Stolze has a lot of reach. You know, and I think he can be a good welterweight fighter, man. You know, if he stays active and just keep putting in the work. Gloria De Paula against Cheyenne Buys. A lot of people on Cheyenne Buys here, but she is a minus 175 favorite, man, and I just don't. I wouldn't be backing her here, man. Even, you know, Gloria De Paula, she looked good at the weigh-ins. Yeah, she lost to Jin Yu Frey. But Cheyenne Buys has to come out here and get takedowns and to win this fight here, man. And like I said, she's training back at Extreme Couture now. But like I said, man, she lost to Montserrat Ruiz her last fight out, and that wasn't a good look, you know. And then there was a lot of bickering back and forth after that fight. I'm gonna pick, you know, my pick is Buys by decision, but like I said, I don't have a whole lot of betting faith in this. Kai Hong Kang against Ronnie Yanya, good fight here. Kang's been very inactive. I don't think he's fought since 2019. Picked up 2 split decision wins in his last couple fights. Going up against Ronnie Yaya, man, a guy that I've doubted over his UFC career time after time. And the guy, yeah, he's talking about retirement, but he's really only 36, but the guy's been around forever, man. Fucking forever. He's the grappler, man, but he's going to fight for your money. The guy's always in close fights. And this is a pick-em fight. I'm going to go with Ronnie Yaya by decision here, man. But it would not surprise me if King picks up a decision win either, but definitely think this fight's probably going into decision here. Uriah Hall against Sean Strickland. Really like this fight for Uriah Hall. Getting Uriah Hall at dog price, I think, is a gift. The guy has been favored He was a favorite against Anderson Silva. I think he was a slight dog to Chris Weidman when Chris Weidman broke his leg. He picked up a win over Antonio Carlos Jr. before the Anderson Silva fight, beat Pavon Lewis. The guy's been in there with a lot of notable middleweights, man, and he's had success against them. And I think he's really coming into his own. Like I said, he's a team captain at Fortis MMA. And Sean Strickland and Uriah Hall used to be training partners, man. And that's something that I think is going to benefit Uriah Hall here, man. Sean Strickland, he wants to be this action-packed fighter. Yeah, he throws a lot of volume. Yeah, he's fun to watch, and he's going to bring it, and he's willing to go out on his sword, man. But I think this fight's kind of catered to Uriah Hall. Yeah, could Strickland put him out? Could Strickland land something big and hurt Uriah Hall and have Uriah Hall turtled up? Yeah, for sure. And, I just think Strickland's going to press the action. I think Uriah Hall's going to have something waiting for him, and he's going to knock him out. Probably with a hook or a cross. And, and I think that's going to be it, man. But would it surprise me to see Strickland win a decision or Strickland win by knockout? No, not at all. But I just feel really good about Uriah Hall here, man. And if you're getting Uriah Hall at a dog price, when the guy has been heavily favored in matchups I really didn't like him in, this is actually a matchup I do like him in. And like I said, I got Uriah Hall at plus 168. I think the odds are going to stay right around here. Sean Strickland minus 220, Uriah Hall plus 172. Man, I wish I could, I wish Bookmaker would have had Hall around plus 180 or whatever, but I do like Hall here, man. Hall is a model play for me, and I'm all over Hall in this fight, so my bet will be on Uriah Hall plus 168. These are my predictions and bets, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye.